folks, welcome to another edition of Action Figure Imagery. Today we're having a look at starting lineup, Hasbro starting lineup. Be patient with me, as guys, he is one of the best players in the NBA. However, he has one of the hardest last names to pronounce. Many of you all know Giannis. I'll try my best. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is very tough. As long as I've been watching NBA basketball, I still cannot have trouble pronouncing this guy's last name correctly. So many people, many basketball fans in general, just refer to him strictly as by his first name. You just call him strictly Giannis, which is much easier to pronounce, or they call him his famous nickname, which is he's known as the Greek Freak. Made by Hasbro, of course. Is outside of the packaging. Turn it around, and you see the Milwaukee Bucks logo with the deer on there. And then you turn to the back, and you see Giannis on a figure stand in a dunking pose. You see the card, it's all the accessories he comes with, his extra hands. And you see he's forward. You see the starting lineup logo again on there. And then you turn it around again, and you see Giannis in a shooting pose on the side, the action figure rather, in a shooting pose, not the real person. In a shooting pose without the figure stand. And I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name again throughout the video, so throughout the video he'll be referred to simply as just Giannis. And now let's look at Giannis out of the packaging. Okay folks, here's Giannis out of the packaging as promised, and let's see if we get a closer look at the Milwaukee Bucks superstar. Close-up look at his face. I think it's pretty decent likeness to Giannis. Maybe not a perfect likeness, but close enough. The hair, and then going down, number 34 jersey. You see the Nike logo on his jersey. On further on down, you see the Nike jersey again on the shorts. And you look to the right hand side, you see there's the NBA logo. Further on down, the Milwaukee Bucks logo on the shorts. On both sides of the shorts, Bucks logo. And Nike socks, Nike symbol, Nike shoes. A close-up look at his shoes. And very detailed there. And as for articulation, oh, by the way, this is the hand that comes with the basketball. Of course, this is not the default hand that comes with Giannis. I have him with one of his bonus hands that come with the basketball, and the actual hand that comes with the figure, once you take the figure out of the packaging, is similar to this left hand right here with open palm hand. But back to the articulation is for head movement. As you all know, you can definitely do side-to-side head movement. Upward head movement is somewhat decent, but downward head movement, not too good. Could barely look down. But that's okay. Then here's a shoulder. He has a pivot at the shoulder, and the elbow bends. Swivel at the shoulder. Two swivel elbow bends. Swivel at the wrist. Then I think you have the ab crunch underneath the jerseys. All these figures, or a diaphragm frame. You go further on down. There is upper thigh movement, I think, up here. There is. You can move it, but you can't see it because of the shorts. But I think there is upper thigh. There is upper thigh movement, because you can see I can twist it around. Then at the kneecap. Knee bend back like that, bends, and there's a swivel right here at the ankle. Somewhat of a swivel right here at the foot area. And it can bend up and down. You put them in jumping poses and rebounding poses, dunking poses, all kind of jump poses. And this is a good figure of Giannis. The only thing I don't like about this figure of Giannis is sometimes it's hard to make him stand up without falling down. You have to pose him a certain way to make him stand without falling. Because in my opinion, I think it's because his feet are a little bit on the skinny side, and it makes him kind of tough to stand without falling. And also, I think the figure maybe should have a little more muscle tone. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, does have like a superhero-like physique, so a little bit more buffier muscles, I guess, to make it look like the actual character. I mean, real-life human would be nice, but that's okay. It's still a decent figure, and those are the only flaws I can come up with. As for his accessories, besides the extra hands, you got the figure stand, and you got this right here, which is move the figure to the side, but you connect to the figure stand if you want to put them in a dunking pose. And this little piece right here that goes around the waistline, you snap these two pieces together like that, and place it on the figure stand like so. And you can put not just Giannis, but any figure into a basketball pose, such as a dunking pose or a rebounding pose, whatever your desire is, you choose. And it's not just doesn't apply to Giannis, it applies to all the figures. And if you have Photoshop, or if you want to use a Google, you can use a Google Pixel camera and make this disappear right here with that feature called the Magic Eraser, and make it look like he's actually dunking. Then, as mentioned, you got the hands, the extra hands, open palm. Grabbing, this hand is good for grabbing the basketball. This hand is good for blocking shots right here. And this hand is pointing finger hand, good for giving, like he's giving directions to his teammates, telling them where to go on the court. And this is the default hand that he comes with when you open up the packaging. I think it is. And finally, here's the last thing to come with Giannis. Last accessory, the card, come with all basketball players. Here's Giannis's card. Here's information on the back, and you can pause that if you want to read all that if you can see that. Statistics, how tall he is, weight, year of birth, where he's from, and a picture of the toys on the back. That's the action figure. And then turn it over and see if I can get it in view of the camera. There we go. And there's the real Giannis right there. That's what the card looks like. Alright, now, and this is the little box to keep the card in right here. Okay. Now on to the slideshow. Okay, folks, here's a slideshow of Giannis as promised. And in real life, the real life basketball players are right around 7 feet tall, 6'11", and you see the figure itself is 7 inches tall, right around 7 inches tall. There he is as he appears out of the packaging. Default hands. There's a side view. Get a better look at his haircut. See that little fade? That's a nice detail with the hair. And you see the basketball hands that he comes, the extra hands that he comes with, shooting hands, grabbing hands, and hand with the ball. You can use that for shooting poses. And now we see how long Giannis's arms are. You see he has a 7-inch wingspan. There's another angle, different set of lighting, 7-inch wingspan. And there's a profile view, up close shot. Not a good picture, so sorry about the picture being kind of blurry. And there he is with the basketball hand attached to him. I apologize for the dark pictures. I'm also comparing him to characters from that old NBA Heroes line. There he is next to the Kevin Durant figure, and see Kevin Durant is also right around 6'10", 6'9" in that range, and him and Giannis are about, there he is next to a Blake Griffin figure. As you see, these figures do not fit in well with that old toy line, by the way. They're out of scale. But depend on who the character is, unless you want to pose Giannis next to a smaller player like Steph Curry from that line. There's the back of the packaging. And the front of the packaging again. It's time for my scanner, scanning the packaging outside the exterior packaging with my scanner. Sorry for the tongue twister there. There's the Milwaukee Buck logo on the side of the packaging. And that'll about do it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a card. I'm sorry, not quite. There's the Giannis card. You can you want to read the stats, you can pause it. Now we're at the end of the video. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and everyone have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video.